What's up, guys? It's Tim from Coastal Life Media, and first of all, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me yet again in Six Flags Adventureland, which is my ship in a bottle park that basically follows the narrative of what if Six Flags or the Six Flags Corporation were to build a park in or around 2015. I've been getting a lot of questions of where would this park be set in, and to be honest with you, I can only go by what I know, and I know that in a state as big as Illinois, which is my home state, there is only one Six Flags amusement park. There are technically two water parks, but I have always been one to say that Illinois could always stand to have another Six Flags park, and with that, I would say that this park, if it were in a real state, I believe it would be in Illinois. And to celebrate the fact that it is Illinois, I would of course want to have a nice little section that celebrates Chicago heritage, and that is why I built the newest ride in the park, the Chicago Screamer. This is honestly looking to be my favorite area of the park. I kind of went and decorated this area in old Chicago factory-ish decor. I even rethemed the the food court that originally was built to be for the Justice League. Now it is the Chicago Grub, but I'm gonna show you what I've done, what I have yet to do, and all of the other things. But first, I'm gonna step outside of that area slightly to show you this Johnny Rockets building that is honestly pretty damn cool. I built it kind of as a loose it's a loose translation of a Johnny Rockets at Six Flags Magic Mountain. And what I did was, instead of doing it exactly how I saw it, I wanted to take some liberties. So basically, what I took is the sloping roofs, the three little windows, and then the under the covered eating area. Other than that, I added these things. Not in game, they're supposed to technically be Asian decoration, but I kind of wanted to do it to kind of give like sort of a Moroccan-ish theme for whatever reason, which is why I have the leaf fans under here to kind of cool people off. You have a nice TV here, sitting area that basically butts up to this ledge, and kind of the decor that is covering the queue for this ride. Another thing that I've done, if we continue to look over here, I basically already started. Okay, now this is the second iteration of the queue for this ride. Anytime I build a ride, I open the park to full capacity. I open all of the rides to see how this park handles flow. And one thing that I can truly say is that this ride and Goliath the queues did not handle the crowd very well. What that means is that it would basically have the queue would be full past the entrance to the priority or fast pass lane, which is never good, because if you've paid for a fast pass, you want to be able to walk straight into that area, and if you're still waiting in line to even get to that area, it sort of defeats the purpose. So what I did was I extended it. This was the original queue. It actually used to go straight to this little lane, and this was the priority pass or whatever, but it would have kind of a backup, and it would be a large crowd right here. So what I did was I extended the queue all the way over here so that number one, it holds more people, and two, it's easier to just go straight into the priority pass without having to worry about um, a large crowd blocking your access. I actually did that again for the queue in Goliath, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So, and also I did change some things about the layout of the ride, which I'm going to show you later. So, as you can see, the original queue to this line is still intact. But what I did was I added a second queue, or a second cattle pen area in a in a different decor purposely, because I kind of feel like this is what amusement parks would do if they find that um, the line is not holding a crowd very well. They would kind of extend the queue. So basically, I added the rope right here, and then you basically would turn off into this queue. Different fencing and everything, literally similar but not exact. And then you turn off into there, and then you would go back up where you normally would, just to be able to hold more people. I still have not worked on these buildings yet. I did make an antique auto rides. I'm not sure if I'm gonna move it because I made this before I did the whole Chicago area. So I'm not sure if I want to move it or kind of work on extending it. But the reason why I changed the layout of this ride was so that I had room if I so wanted to add more buildings to fit the Chicago theme along this curve, so that this would not be so far out of that area. And that will kind of last and fit in a whole lot better. So that's basically what I did there. But going back to what I've already done, like I said, I have changed the theme of the food court. It's literally night and day from what you saw in the previous episode. It did not take very long for the whole concept to change. It was blues and whites, and now it's brick and this, whatever this material is. And I really like it because it definitely reminds me of what you see in some of the industrial areas in the south side of Chicago. I am not new to walking around Chicago and seeing a whole lot of factories and buildings like that, and that's almost exactly how I see some of the buildings that are there. So that's one thing I've done. Now, to be honest with you, and the station is not done before we even go there, but I'm gonna give you a backstory of how this whole ride area went. So for one, we have an iBoxed RMC ride that is the focal point of this area and the main attraction of this specific area. Originally, this ride was called the Patriot. The structure was white and the track was blue, and that was the original area for this. But honestly, there was only so much I could do before I was like, you know what, this is lame. So I originally had like a red, white, and blue building right here. Actually, it was this exact shape. Like I said, I retrofitted just like I did for the food court. But yeah, it was red, white, and blue, and it was really boring, and I did not like it. So instantly, I was like, what would work way better is it doing like a factory-ish theme. And before I even touched this building or even changed the theme of this building, I built this building, the South Side Bar, which I am really proud of. And as soon as I saw the finished product of it, I was like, yep, I want to do a whole area built off of this. So basically, I went from that to building this building. This is called Chi Towns. It's a gift shop that has shirts, gifts, and hats. I did not do an interior yet, but as you can see, there's still the blue and the red from the original building that I built. But like I said, I loved the outcome of this building, and once I did this, honestly, I'm telling you, I just had to keep going. So that's when I changed the theme of the ride. The first thing that I did as far as the ride was change the colors to like a charcoal gray support and a burgundy track color, which I really do love. It just kind of gives me that rustic vibe. Changed the layout of the building. The building was not supposed to have the transfer track in front like I did for Goliath, but with the brick and the industrial look, I kind of just went with it. I changed the layout slightly, and it really worked out, and I'm proud of it. So basically what I did, and this kind of stuck from the original layout of the ride, is if I can just get through the supports, I put a small little walkway cover under the ride so that you're not looking directly up at the track, and there is a picture pass booth. And like I said, this part, the blue and the red, are actually from the original part of the building. But once I changed it, I didn't really see a reason to change the blue and red. I'm planning on changing this bottom counter to the darker burgundy red that fits the rest of the theming. But other than that, I was really into the theming of this area and the coziness of it, because it's just like kind of like closed off and easy to navigate. Because for some reason, with rides, you feel like you have to guide people in the right direction. But obviously, with this area, there's only one way to go. Also, there is a priority pass or a flash pass booth where you can buy passes for the queue line for this ride specifically, and all rides altogether. That's something that I don't necessarily see within Six Flags, where you can buy a pass for one ride specifically. But I feel like with major rides like this one, the Superman, and maybe the Goliath ride, you might want to put something like that there. And also for people who did not consider purchasing a flash pass at all, maybe they see how busy the lines are during their trip and decide last minute, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a flash pass for that. So with all of that said, and me geeking out over everything that I've done so far, I did want to hop on and start explaining to you what I did before I get even further in working on the station for this ride. This is something that I'm excited about, and I really wanted to show it to you before I got too far in, and now I'm gonna get started. So as you can see, the main thing that I wanted to do is add a little bit of detail, and that's just what you can see being done. I added the railing around the platform along with some supports to the brick. Also, I don't know if I showed you this or if you got to look at it, but I did work on this roofing element with the truss and the lighting. One thing that I can truly say after working at several jobs, several industrial jobs in the city of Chicago, as well as the suburbs where I live, is that this is definitely something that you would see in warehouses and in places like Amazon, which I have worked. You basically just see truss bolted to the ceiling, and it's being held up, and that's basically just how the lights work for that. So I really do like it. Another thing is we have another maintenance building or a maintenance area for this ride right here. Not 100% sure what it would cover, but I have seen rides that have the ride control and then another maintenance area, and I wanted to do that. I don't necessarily know everything about it. I'm not like Nerd Chacho. I don't work in the amusement park industry. I'm just a huge fan of it. So that is something that I see right here, as well as the transfer track area, which would be mainly controlled and operate it over here. Um, the reason why there's a ladder here is because if there is an issue with either the transfer track or the track itself needs to be needs maintenance, because this technically is a holding block, a holding brake right here. So once the train passes this one, the next train can be held right here. So naturally, things can go wrong with that. You would need the ladder to come down and be able to access the bottom area of this track and the brake panels on it. Like I said, this is a block brake, which is definitely something that is important. That is at least that much I've learned from watching guys like El Toro Ryan, who is an amazing coaster enthusiast, and he also has had some experience, control in ride control and ride ops. So he does an amazing job of explaining how the block brakes and things work. So I definitely wanted to make this area a holding brake, so that if for any reason the train that was ahead of it was a little slow going up the lift hill, it could be held right here. Because basically how it works is normally the lift hill itself is the first block brake, but for some rides and some coasters you can have a block that is pre-lift. So basically once you go all the way up the hill, the next train is now able to occupy that space. No two trains are able to occupy the same block station at the same time. So this would be one station, one block. This all the way up to the top of the hill would be the second block. All the way through the course up to this block brake right here will be another one, and then this all the way back into this area, which is the next holding block, would be another block, and then the turn back into the station would be another block, and of course the station itself is a block. So technically this train could hold a lot more, or this track could hold maybe 5 trains, but it only holds 3, because that 5 would be hella excessive and it would take far too long. And at the end of the day, the ride operators would be exhausted with, loading and unloading trains like that. So, with all of that being said, I want to show you a small part of the ride. There's only one inversion right now, and that's this little area here. I do have a wave turn that I'm kind of digging, but like I was saying, there's one inversion, and it basically is this dive off of the brake run into, or mid-course brake run into this terribly unsmooth or rough roll. I've tried to smooth that out for hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this section out, and I am going to replace it with some waves and turns, and basically try to make it a little better than this terrible roll, because at the end of the day, I'm not satisfied with that, and I wanted to share with you the POV of this ride within this video, because I am really proud of this ride and I wanted to show it off. So I'm going to do that in this video rather than make you wait for the POV at the end of the series. So I'm going to show you that here. So I'm going to take a break, I'm going to work on this, and I will hit you back with the finished product and let you take a ride on it. So just like that, I have kind of settled on a brand new ending to this coaster that I am pretty happy with. It is testing right behind the trees and the sign. This is a beautiful framing of this area. I just love how you have the gift shop and the sign and the bar all the way down, and even the re-skinned food court area. I'm really digging it. Originally I was going to change this to blacktop also, but I honestly like how it looks. It looks simple and beautiful and kind of rustic, and that is what I want to keep this area looking like. I was thinking about retheming Here's the thing: I don't want to retheme the Johnny Rockets. I am open to moving it, but I don't really want to because I honestly built that building within that area, and it is so snug within where it is. I am also open to copying the original building and then just reskinning uh, this one to fit the theme of the area. Also, that is another possibility. More than likely, I'll end up doing that. So you'll see this version of Johnny Rocket sitting somewhere, and then I will basically just reskin the one in this area and go from there. But as far as the layout, that is something that I am ready to show off. I put some trees and stuff around it because I really wanted this to be well landscaped. Even though this is not the tallest attraction in the park, I honestly kind of feel like this would be the one of the main ticket attractions. I feel like the park, Six Flags, would put a lot of money into this area to make sure that everything went over well. With the public, because not only is it a beautiful ride and some nice theming, but it does reflect the city or the culture of where the park would be located. It's not necessarily in the city of Chicago. In my mind, it would be like in a suburb south of Chicago. Since we do kind of rep the South Side in the name of the bar, which is Southside Bar. I was originally gonna call it Speakeasy, but I don't wanna. So yeah, basically, I'm ready to show this ride off and let you guys take a look at it. So here you go. And just like that, that is all she wrote. I am, again, really proud of this ride, really proud of the area. It's definitely something that I hope to be able to continue with. Like I said, I do kind of want to extend the Chicago themed area farther into the park, hopefully all the way down to the Antique Auto Ride. And if I am able to do that, I think it'll actually kind of turn out to be a really nice, a really nice area, and possibly end up being another theme to the park. Originally, I said that there would only really be one themed area, and that would be the western area. However, I do believe that having a Chicago themed area would be kind of nice. An old town Chicago area would be a great addition to this park, and really would boost the atmosphere. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that I can get some suggestions from you guys as to where to go farther in this park, because like I said, I really value guest interaction, I guess. Not even guest interaction. I value the comments that kind of help me get through this section or this build. So I appreciate your love and support. For those of you who have subscribed to this channel after watching videos from this series, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You guys actually have encouraged me to keep going and push farther and put more and more work into this, and I again appreciate it. So until next time, my name is Tim from Coastal Life Media, and I will see you in the next video.